Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. This time we're covering Goku. We're gonna cover all of his builds, what gadgets to go, and etc. And what's really best for him, how you should play him. Now, Goku has two builds. He has the um he has two builds. One where like it's mainly for Ultra Charge, and one is like if you don't have Ultra Charge. Let's just go into like the standard build and the build that I personally go. So, depending on the game mode, I would either have Kaioken or Instant Transmission. If I'm bounty, I would usually have Instant Transmission, but sometimes in like Gem Grab, I would have Kaioken. It really depends. It doesn't really matter. But for me, I go Kaioken. For your gadget, for your gear, you want to go Key Mastery. So this is the Ultra Charge. This is with Ultra Charge. So your super ability width is increased by 25%. And Saiyan Rage transform into Super Saiyan 1, getting 20% boost to damage and speed after eliminating opponent. It's really, really good. And then I would highly recommend going high regeneration. I would only go high regeneration if you have the Ultra Charge. If not, then I would just stick with Shield. Shield is a great option. But if you have the Ultra Charge, I would highly recommend going high regeneration because when you're in Ultra Charge, um, you do not get healed. So high regeneration will like is like that substitute factor of where like you're gonna get more HP back. And also, you want to stay as alive as possible so you could like build up your bar. And having this gives you great uptime as well. So the reason for this build is it's basically utilizing the damage buffs that you get from your transformations. So how do you play this type of Goku? So I you want to get a kill, so you get into Super Saiyan 1, then you Ultra Charge, becoming Super Saiyan 3, and then you go Kaioken. I'm not too sure if this works. Actually, let me test this real quick. Okay, so I just tested it and it does work. So back to what I was trying to say. You want to utilize the transformations for this build. So what you want to do is you want to build up your Ultra Charge. So make sure it's maxed, and also make sure it doesn't matter for this build, but for every time you want to Ultra Charge, make sure you have your ultimate ability ready, so you could just use it when you're in Ultra state, so you could fill up your bar for Dragon Fist. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Once you get 100% for everything, you only also I just want to mention this. Don't use your Kaioken like ever. Mainly also you could also I forgot to mention this. You can use extra gadget if you want the extra Kaioken. You don't really need it since most games, if it's not 5v5, they're pretty short, so you don't need the extra Kaioken. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say. Once you get 100% on everything, try and get a kill. Once you turn into Super Saiyan, instantly um pop, instantly pop, and then instantly pop Kaioken, and then use your ult. This does approximately like 7,600 damage with the Super Saiyan buff, Super Saiyan 1 buff, Super Saiyan 3 buff, and Kaioken buff. It does approximately 7,600. And if you don't have Super Saiyan 1, it's like 600 damage less. So it's not like that big of a deal. Like this is like pretty overboard. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty overboard because Kaioken Super Saiyan 3 is enough to one shot almost anything. But if you want to even one shot tanks, go to Super Saiyan 1, then Super Saiyan 3, then Kaioken. Because when you Ultra Charge, you get a damage buff. So I got a 20% damage buff here with the Ultra Charge, and then I get another 20%, which is 40% after getting a kill, and then I get another 12% damage bonus, which is 50, which totals up to 52% increased damage, which is crazy. It's pretty situational, and it's pretty overboard. I'm not saying this is like OP, but like I'd say it's only OP for 5v5 because in like a 3v3 situation, like You do not need all this, bro. Like I'm just saying, you don't not need you do not need to go overboard. This is just an overboard build, and I love going this build because I just like making people feel hopeless. Anyways, back to like the other builds. This is for the 1v1 build. For the Kaioken buffing build, you can go instant transmission. It really depends. It doesn't really matter. But for instant transmission, this is like the 1v1 build. You would go gadget, shield, high regen, and Zenkai boost. Zenkai, you only want to use Zenkai when you're in a 1v1 because in 2v in like 3v3 situations, when you're low, you don't really get a lot of benefits, and you're usually dead by then because you have at least like 2 to 3 people on you. So the boost doesn't even like the boost when you're low isn't enough to like turn the tables. You cannot turn the tables with Zenkai boost. Also, you I just realized you can go Zenkai boost instead of Saiyan Rage because it does give you a I think 15% or 30%. I don't know how much damage increase you get, but I think like either or, it doesn't really matter. You can go extra gadget for the instant transmission. You could have up to 4 instant transmissions. So you want to just kill like, range characters if you want, doesn't really matter. And that's it for the build. So currently my main is Goku. So if anyone has like actual questions for Goku, just talk to me. I made him, like I play him a lot, and yeah. That's it for the video. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I did make 2 other videos before this, so those videos I was covering like Naruto and Tanjiro. Tomorrow I will be covering the rest of the rare characters and Orihime, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll be able to finish all the characters before Sung Jin Woo drops. So we'll see. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh shit, I did not mean to do